In a world of shifting alliances and unpredictable global politics, some partnerships endure the test of time. The Russia-India partnership stands out for its remarkable resilience and adaptability, weathering decades of change. Their bond just entered a significant new era when President Putin visited New Delhi in December 2025, his first trip since the Ukraine conflict began, marking a pivotal moment in their diplomatic history. The summit's headline was clear: Russia's pledge to supply India with uninterrupted oil, gas, and coal, ensuring energy security for years to come. For India's booming economy, this is a game-changer, fueling its rapid industrial growth and supporting millions of livelihoods. Russia, facing tough Western sanctions, needs stable buyers for its resources. India, on the other hand, needs affordable, reliable energy to sustain its development. This deal is more than just business. It's a strategic signal to the world that both nations are charting their own course. Both leaders showcased their commitment to a future of deeper economic and political ties, emphasizing mutual trust and shared interests. The promise of a steady fuel supply cements their alliance at a critical moment, strengthening their position on the world stage. It's a win-win. Russia secures a major market for its exports, and India powers its growth with reliable energy. The summit was a clear message. Their historic relationship is evolving, not fading, and is ready to meet new global challenges. Energy is now the ink with which they're writing this new chapter, forging a partnership built on shared goals and mutual benefit. The world is watching closely as these two nations shape the future together, setting an example of cooperation in uncertain times. The 23rd Russia-India Annual Summit was about more than promises. It was about action. This high-profile meeting brought together two leaders determined to turn words into results, setting the tone for a new era of cooperation. Putin and Modi mapped out a comprehensive economic plan through 2030, aiming to deepen and diversify their partnership. Their discussions covered a wide range of sectors, from energy and technology to agriculture and infrastructure. Their goal: boost annual trade from $68.7 billion to $100 billion, and make it more balanced. Both sides are committed to reducing trade imbalances and encouraging new investments. Talks included a free trade agreement with the Eurasian Economic Union and new initiatives in jobs, shipping, and healthcare. These steps are designed to create opportunities for businesses and citizens in both countries. Defense remains a cornerstone. India reaffirmed its commitment to Russian military tech, including the S-400 missile system. Security cooperation is set to expand, with both nations exploring new areas of collaboration. The two nations are moving from buyer-seller to joint research and production in defense. This shift promises to boost innovation and create high-skilled jobs in both countries. Sensitive issues weren't ignored. Putin pressed for Ukraine concessions, while Modi reiterated India's neutral, peace-focused stance. The leaders showed they could address disagreements with respect and dialogue. India's careful diplomacy allows it to engage both sides, prioritizing its own interests. This balanced approach helps India maintain strong ties with Russia while staying connected to the global community. The summit showcased a partnership that's pragmatic, ambitious, and ready for the next decade. Both countries are looking ahead, setting clear goals for the future. It's not just about trade or weapons, it's about shaping a shared future. The collaboration extends to education, culture, and people-to-people ties, building lasting connections. The world took note of their united front, recognizing the significance of this evolving alliance on the global stage. As Russia and India drew closer, their partnership began to attract global attention, raising eyebrows in Western capitals. The US responded with mounting pressure, determined to send a clear message about the costs of defying its sanctions regime. America's campaign to isolate Russia clashed directly with India's growing imports of Russian oil, creating a diplomatic standoff. Tariffs on Indian goods soared, first 25%, then 50%, hurting Indian exporters and threatening jobs in key sectors. Sanctions on Russian energy giants like Rosneft and Lukoil made business riskier for Indian firms, complicating long-standing deals. Putin called out US double standards, noting America still buys Russian nuclear fuel, even as it pressures others to cut ties. This argument bolstered India's resolve to maintain its energy ties with Moscow, seeing it as a matter of national interest. Yet US penalties had real effects. By late 2025, some Indian refiners paused Russian oil purchases to comply with sanctions, disrupting supply chains. Indian businesses found themselves caught between government strategy and US financial power, facing tough choices and uncertainty. The situation highlights the complexity of global trade in a polarized world, where alliances and rivalries shape every decision. India must weigh economic risks against strategic gains, balancing immediate needs with long-term ambitions. The pressure is real, but so is India's determination to chart its own course, refusing to be boxed in by global powers. The Russia-India partnership is being tested like never before, with both sides navigating uncharted waters. How they respond to these challenges will shape not just their own futures, but the future of the entire region. India is walking a diplomatic tightrope between Russia and the United States. Russia supplies defense and energy, the US is vital for trade, tech, and Indo-Pacific security. India's answer: strategic autonomy, making decisions based on its own interests. While signing oil deals with Russia, India also inked a major LPG import agreement with the US. This diversification signals to Washington that India values both partnerships. India's modern non-alignment means cooperating with all major powers, not choosing sides. The approach brings flexibility, but also challenges as US pressure mounts. Tariffs and sanctions create real risks, but abandoning Russia isn't an option. Indian diplomats work overtime to keep both relationships on track. Success in this balancing act is key to India's rise as a global power. The world is watching how India manages this high-stakes juggling act. The Russia-India partnership rests on three pillars: energy, trade, and defense. Energy is front and center. India now buys nearly 40% of Russia's crude exports. Their cooperation extends to nuclear power, with Rosatom building India's largest plant. Agreements on critical minerals and civil nuclear energy deepen the energy bond. Trade ambitions are high: 100 billion in annual trade, new shipping routes, and easier travel. India is opening new consulates and simplifying visas for Russians, boosting people-to-people ties. Defense ties are evolving. India is moving from buying to co-developing advanced military tech with Russia. The S-400 missile system and new military pacts highlight this strategic shift. These pillars ensure the partnership is broad, resilient, and future-focused. It's not just about transactions, it's about building a lasting alliance. Together, they're shaping a new regional order. The Russia-India partnership has global consequences. For the West, it complicates efforts to isolate Russia and challenges unity on Ukraine. India's independent stance unsettles Washington and its allies. For the global South, India's approach is a model, showing it's possible to pursue national interests amid great power rivalry. Flexible alliances may replace rigid blocks, fragmenting the world order. China is watching too. India's strong Russia ties prevent Moscow from relying solely on Beijing. This adds balance to Eurasia's power dynamics. The partnership is redrawing global energy flows, helping Russia bypass Western sanctions and shifting oil markets. Alternative payment systems challenge the US dollar's dominance. Other nations may follow, accelerating changes in the global financial system. The choices made in New Delhi and Moscow send ripples worldwide. The world is watching because the stakes are truly global. Russia's promise of uninterrupted fuel is more than an energy deal. It's a symbol of enduring partnership. For India, it means reliable energy for growth and development. For Russia, it's a vital economic and political anchor as Western doors close. Their alliance is a case study in strategic autonomy. India balances old friendships with new partnerships. This approach strengthens India's global influence and independence. The partnership is reshaping energy markets, alliances, and the rules of global engagement. As uncertainty grows, the choices of these two giants will echo worldwide. Their cooperation shows that alliances can adapt and thrive even under pressure. The Russia-India story is about resilience, adaptation, and the power to shape the future. The world will be watching what comes next.